We now want to expand a bit more with regards to Turkey and the new diplomatic relations that have been renewed between Israel and Turkey with Dr. Eytan Cohen, Yanarocak. He's a Turkey expert at the Jerusalem Institute for Strategy and Security. Thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
First of all, we had a guest from Ankara just a few minutes ago, and I was asking him what he read between the lines of in that announcement by the Turkish foreign minister. What did you read between the lines?
Well, this recent statement is telling us that Turkey should launch another reconciliation with the West as soon as possible, because it is challenged by this Russian and Iranian axis. Recently, we all heard that the Turks are eager to buy another S-400 batteries, and we know that the Washington, D.C. Doesn't like this idea at all. So maybe they should reconsider their decision on that regard. And given this latest reconciliation between Israel and Turkey, I guess this will be a great opportunity to mend Turkey's fences with the West, especially with the United States.
So let's talk about Turkey's position. It's been very much strengthened in the last few months due to its position in being a negotiator between Russia and Ukraine with the supply of some goods, but managed to exit that area finally. And then also with regards to Iran, it very much geographically stands in the middle between Europe and Iran. The position that Erdogan is gaining seems just to become stronger and stronger. Does this make him less or more dangerous?
Dangerous to whom? Let me ask this question. In my opinion, Turkish and Iranian states are challenging each other since the Ottoman and the Safavid Empire times. So given the fact that the two countries' interests are clashing in northern Syria, especially in the Aleppo canton, is making things a lot more challenging for Turkey and both for Iran. So this is very much complex. Also, Turkey is trying to satisfy the Russians at the same time because they need this wheat corridor in order to make the prices lower in the Turkish market, because the prices are very high. Unfortunately, the cost of living in Turkey is very high. So
we're talking about an 80% inflation, right?
Yes, indeed, and everything is getting more and more expensive on daily basis. So what Turkey is doing right now, only 2 days ago, the Turkish foreign minister told that he's ready to normalize relations with the Assad regime by being a mediator between the Assad regime and the opposition forces. It means that Turkey is trying to also please the Russians at the same time, because they need this wheat corridor. So everything is very much connected with everything in different spheres, and I think that is why this is a very complex chess game that the decision makers in Ankara are trying to survive in this.
I think it's more vivid than ever how the geographic location of Turkey on the Bosphorus between Europe and Asia is really allowing it.
If we are talking in math terms, it's an intersection set which is touching to various arenas at the same time.
Let's talk about the mutual interests of Israel and Turkey. What's on the agenda there? We just heard from our guest in Ankara that the fact that Netanyahu was not prime minister here allowed Turkey, of course, to erase some of that bad blood that Netanyahu and Erdogan had and move forward with their relationship. But he might be back in power in November. We don't know.
So the timing was very crucial. And I think it was a wise decision also for the Turkish side to normalize the relations with Israel prior to Netanyahu's potential arrival back to power. You asked me regarding what could be the next. I think the most we can see the potential in tourism sector, in the trade, and especially in the aviation sector. Recently, Israel and Turkey signed an aviation treaty, which basically paved the way for the Israeli companies to fly back to Turkey. Since 2007, the Israeli companies could not send their planes to Turkey due to the security regulations inside Turkey that did not allow any Israeli security guard to carry a weapon. And as far as I understand now, both of the sides are overcoming these complexities, and now the Israeli companies will also enjoy from a share from this delicious pie, which is called the aviation sector. It's a win-win situation. The Israeli planes will carry to Turkey more tourism, more tourists, so the Turks will profit. And at the same time, the West Bank Palestinians who previously had to travel to Jordan in order to fly to Turkey, now thanks to this agreement, they will be able to fly to Turkey via Israel's Ramon airport in the south. So it is also creating an interdependency between Israel, the Palestinian Authority, and Turkey at the same time.
Last, I want to ask you about the economic situation in Turkey, which is dire. The Turkish lira has been plunging and keeps plunging, and the inflation we already mentioned, 80%.
According to official numbers.
According to official numbers, who knows? How much higher can it be?
More than 100%.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is there a way out of this for Turkey at the moment? What does Erdogan plan for his country's economy?
Erdogan's plan is he is trying to attract more and more foreign investment. In order to attract more foreign investment, you have to mend your fences with your neighbors and with the West and with the Gulf, with the source of money. That is why we are seeing Erdogan is doing his best in order to please Mohammed bin Salman, Mohammed bin Zayed, now Yair Lapid. You may ask, but Yair Lapid is not may not provide an income, a crucial income for the Turkish economy. And I may tell you that the Western investors, especially the US investment, is looking at Turkey as a whole. And when there is no friction between Turkey, Israel, and other Western actors, so from their perspective, it's a sign of stability. And that is why Mr. Erdogan is very much hoping to attract more foreign investment before the 2023 elections, which is, again, very crucial for him. He has to survive that elections. And
democratic, though?
That's a question mark. Until today, I think it was very democratic. And the most important evidence for that, of course, is the latest Istanbul municipal elections that Erdogan's candidate, Binali Yildirim, was defeated. Twice, because it's such a long story.
So we'll have to follow.
I'm not going to get into
when are the national elections in 2023?
In June 2023. We're going to see if Erdogan will survive at the ballot box.
We'll have a lot to talk about by then. Dr. Eytan Cohen, Yanarocak, thank you very much for coming into our studio today.